What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here now. Our finals hopes are in our own hands. The finals dream is still alive, but it is going to be very tough for us to get there. Essentially, we need to win against the second place Adelaide Strikers here. We need to win against the first place Melbourne Stars in the next game, and then hope that the Thunder lose their last game of the season as well. So all is not lost, but we have made it rather tricky on ourselves, it must be said. The Strikers, they have won the toss, and they are going to have a bat first. So we're going to be chasing. Net run rate is probably going to come into it as well. So it's probably not the worst thing in the world that we are having a bowl first, but hopefully we can go and get a decent enough start. Charles Stephen, have no idea who this bloke is. I think he's the captain. And Sam Bryanburn is going to be opening the bowling for us. And we got off to a pretty good start, albeit quite an expensive one. 6 matches, 7 wickets, an average of below 9. Exceptional for this form of the game. But we do have Alex Carey and that man Stephen in. So they have lost 3 wickets, but they do, however, have a lot of runs on the board. So probably here we'll be looking to try and tie things down. And I am going to go back, now that I am at the start of the video, I'm going to go back to like my older styles of recording probably. So I'm probably just going to skip out doing first class games, or maybe just do important first class games like finals, derby matches and stuff like that. Just because I really want to go and focus on really getting, I guess, the commentary side of things sorted again. There's a big heave-ho into the gap by Stephen. It is only going to be one, or Stephen, however you want to pronounce it. So it does mean there is going to be less editing, more live stuff. So there is going to be a lot of 2020 and one-day cricket that is coming. And we do have a lot of that coming up in our upcoming series, which is not the worst thing in the world. A lot of you guys have said in previous videos that you don't want to see all the T20 stuff. I'll probably just do the major leagues, and then stuff like the Irish T20, Zimbabwe and all that I will play myself. So they are actually going quite aggressive here. Carey this time goes up, gets no timing, and it does fall short of that man at mid-on. But not a terrible over to start things off. Just the 3 coming off it. 1 ball left to go, which is nice. And they are just going to go and work the singles. So 4 coming off the over. You can't ask for too much more really in that part of the game. Hopefully we can go and try and pick ourselves up some wickets as well, because they have been few and far between in our 2020 career. But when you've got guys that are basically just tying down an end to get the job done, it's not the worst thing in the world. So we've got Neza in. The Strikers are 135, so they're still going at a decent rate. We're still going to be chasing, 160 odd, but there, oh, he's dropped it. Oh, I put the mockers on him. I was going to say, there is our first wicket, but it has gone down, would you believe? A very straightforward catch. Don't even show me the replay. It is going to be a decent chase, you would feel. And that one hurts, especially when we were just saying the over, even the ball before, it was the last ball of the last over, that wickets, they come few and far between in this 2020 format for us. We're more of that containing economical bowler that will create pressure for the other guys. So when chances like that come, we need our fielders to go and back us up. Not so the case, but we will keep trudging away here, and hopefully we can get ourselves something. Neza did get off the mark as well. It would have been a duck that we did get him for. He is playing it quite eerily onto that leg side with a whip there down to square leg, again just for the single, which at this stage of the innings isn't terrible. I mean, we're going to get this over. We're probably going to get one more, depending on what the captain does. Again, that one there is into the gap. Had that fielder attacked that, probably would have caught it. Oh man, the fielders are just not backing me up here today. But yeah, at this stage of the innings, you could be doing worse. You'll take ones in the team performance, to be fair, because it's going to keep that run rate down. And at the end of the day, we want the team to win, and we want to have a decent win as well, so that we can continue to climb up that table. As I said, we do still have our finals. Our finals hopes are still in our own hands. So things, we do just need things to go our way. We need the Thunder to lose, and obviously we need to probably increase our net run rate, because we don't have the greatest net run rate there. This one here has been played out, surely. There we go. So we do get Neza finally. And I don't know if there's been a new patch. It has been a long time since I've played this game. I think on Friday, you guys possibly, I think it was Friday that uploaded, you guys would have got an episode which I played ages ago. This was so far down my list. And there's another one. So Stephen's gone. All of a sudden, we were just saying that we were struggling a little bit for wickets. We have picked up 2 in the space of 2 balls. We've got Wes Agar, so we've got number 9 and number 10 in here now. I'm not going to worry too much about the hat-trick, to be fair. Oh, that one there. We're going to have a cheeky appeal, but I think that was bat pad. And at this stage of the innings, I'm not really too fussed about having that field in. I would prefer to try and protect the boundaries. We've got those 2 wickets, which is really more than we could have asked for. I mean, we could have got that one easy from Nisa. That should have been taken. But still, we will take 2 for 9 after 2.4 overs, especially when 1.4 of those overs so far have been at the tail end of the innings. But these players just seem to be hitting it up in the air. As I said, I don't know if this is from a new patch that has changed things, but there seems to be a lot more aggression towards the back end of 2020 innings. And there seems to be, I mean, in this career mode, oh, there we go, there's another one. We get Wes Agar, so 3 in the over, just the 2 runs coming off it. But there does seem to be, a lot more catches in the outfield, or a lot more shots are being played to the outfield. I think in the career mode, I've had bugger all, to be fair. And we aren't, so of course we're not going to bowl another one, because that is going to be the end of the innings. But we do manage to contain them to 9 for 151, so we'll definitely go and take that. Bowling-wise, a lot of quicks, John O'Dean, but possibly that 5th bowler is going to be shared between Pollard and John O'Dean. So those are the guys that probably we can look to target. We were the pick of the bowlers. 3 for 11 off of our 3 overs. Stuart Board, the captain, good as well. 3 for 24 off of his 4. Now let's go and get into the chase. As I said, there's like no editing in this whatsoever. Tim Payne and Darcy Shaw opening things up. Kane Richardson coming in for the Strikers. And it looks as though we've got off to a decent start, it must be said. 6 matches, 91 runs, average of 22, strike rate of 113. We're looking to try and pump that up. But we don't really need to do that in this situation, to be fair. Because we do only need 41 off of 47 deliveries. So we are able to just do this, nudge it into the gaps, and pick up the ones. Hopefully try and keep that strike rate above 100, pick ourselves up a cheeky not out, and that can go a long way towards boosting up the average as well. It seems that old Showman down the other end is doing bits and pieces. So we will just continue to try and rotate the strike to him, give that man out at the deep cover boundary a bit of fielding practice. But the required run rate at the moment is only 4 runs per over, just 27 required. So once I think we start to get our eye in, we do go and try and attack, again for that net run rate purpose, to try and get that up to help us at the later stages of the innings. Was going to potentially take 2 there, but we will just go back. As I said, Showman has been very good so far, and we just want to go and make sure that we do not lose our wicket. 25 off of 36. So if we could get this in the next 3 overs, win with about 2 overs left to spare, would be nice. Again, another single, bit of a risky run, terrible dive by Showman. I'm actually recording this on Thursday. Thursday, what are we? The 1st. New Zealand played the first the first 2020 against Pakistan, and one of the dives, that dive there reminded me of Timmy Seifert's dive that he pulled off no, we're not going to take a run there, that he pulled off in the batting innings when he was batting with Ross Taylor. It was absolutely terrible. Probably one of the worst dives that I've seen. But I mean, it got him home in the end. Didn't get the Black Caps home. They did lose that game by 2 runs, unfortunately. But against that very strong Pakistan lineup in, I guess, their home conditions of the UAE, UAE or Dubai or Abu Dhabi, one of the 3 that they were playing in, their home conditions, is going to be good. But there we go. As I said, we're just going to nudge it around, knock it around, and get the job done. So the Hurricanes win. Now, this is the important thing. We win by 5 wickets, but we win also with 4 overs left to go in the bank. So that is going to help our net run rate greatly. Not really too much to show in the batting innings. We did just do our bit. 5 off 6, so we do get that not out, but it is going to lower the average. Showman getting the job done. 41 off 19. He just accelerated towards the back end, and Darcy Short setting things up with a nice 54 off of 29 for the left-handed opener. So let's go and have a look at the table. With 1 game left to play, we have knocked off the 2nd place Strikers, so that could possibly knock them down the table as well. We need to knock off the Stars in the next episode to have a chance of making that final. unless the Thunder have won. So let's go have a look at what we could be seeing in the next episode. Is it a potential quarterfinal or is it a dead rubber? We'll find out in just a few moments. Alright, so I actually got it wrong. We are taking on the bottom place Heat, who have just won the one game. Not the first place Stars, but it is not going to matter because the Thunder did win their last round robin game. So they improved to 5-3. The best that we can get to is 4-4. I think that's where we deserve to be, and that would allow us to take out 5th position. So fingers crossed that we can go and do that. Just having a look when we can get there. I mean, our net run rate probably wouldn't have been good enough anyway if we did manage to get the win. Fingers crossed that we can beat the Heat in the next game, move ourselves up to that 5th position, because I think that's where we deserve to be, just outside the top 4, and we will come back next season, hopefully bigger and better than ever for the Hobart Hurricanes. Anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to drop a like on it. Leave me a comment down below about your thoughts on going back to the old recording style and your thoughts about that. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you are new. Thanks for watching, and until next time, ka kite anō. See you soon.